This module will discuss beginning learning plans to promote student ownership as a part in the series of the learning-centered culture. In this module, you're going to be introduced to promoting student ownership by using beginning learning plans. The term beginning learning plan sounds really broad and abstract, but what we're really talking about is any learning plan that gives student autonomy and allows them to take ownership of their work. It also gives them some choice and voice and the opportunity to control their own pace based on their readiness. One of the major components of the beginning learning plan is shifting the responsibility of completing the task from the teacher to the student. Some examples of beginning learning plans are HyperDocs, the playlist, Wiser worksheets, teacher websites, breakout EDUs, and pathways. These are all located on the resources page for the module, and you will find these links, and it links out to examples. If you've been in this district for any amount of time, especially during the 2018-19 school year, we actually use a lot of these examples when we were doing professional development. Your DLFs and your instructional coaches and members of the Curriculum Council used quite a bit of these examples during their PD. One of the big components of beginning learning plans is empowering our students and giving them autonomy over their own learning. One of the biggest issues with technology in education is the balance between teacher input and what students are doing. So this slide is really just giving us that information about what teachers can do while students are working on their beginning learning plans. Now, teachers can check in, they can pull small groups, especially small groups for explicit instruction. We can do individual or small group conferences, as well as maybe grade some of the evidences so that you can provide feedback. It's also important maybe right here to do some mini lessons, and this is a great opportunity to have kids sign up for different topics on different standards on which they need help on, and then letting them say, hey, I really need help with this, and then doing 5 to 10 minute mini lesson is a great way to keep students engaged in what's going on in the classroom. One of the things we focused on during the 18-19 school year was students who are advanced or are accelerated and making sure that we have extension activities. One of the things that we'll do with unpacking standards is ensuring that we can look ahead at those unpacked standards for the next grade level or the specific learning targets for the next grade level, so that students who are advanced are continuing to grow and continuing to expand their knowledge. This is the reflection and coaching tool that we will use with beginning learning plans. Read through this and look through what it takes to be proficient at or developing and emerging. Also, take a moment to look through and read the questions. These are the questions that when walkthroughs are being done that the students will be asked. When you are looking at proficiency, especially for this one, we are wanting to make sure that students have and can explain a learning plan. They also are being provided the opportunity to choose some of their tasks or at least make suggestions for tasks, especially the extension and remediation task, and they're also able to monitor and track their own progress. So take a look through this reflection and coaching tool, and as always, if you have questions, reach out to your DLF or to your instructional coach.